What's going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here, aka Big D. It's time to review Supergirl Season 1, Episode 3, titled Fight or Flight. It's a spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, go to NBC.com CBS.com/Supergirl. NBC, CBS, ABC. I'm lost. I don't know what these channels are. Get them out of here, man. Supergirl, dude. The third week. Let me tell you, this is my most favorite Supergirl episode out of the bunch, man. Out of the 3 episodes. Now, people have been saying, and I've been looking at you, not you, but you, your comments on Facebook and comicbook.com and all that, looking at people's comments, stalking their comments, and their profiles too. And I've been reading, and it's been saying like, oh, the effects are shit, and I'm not feeling it. It's very bad. Well, now you're gonna hear my take on it. So anyway, real quick, this Friday, actually Thursday night, but technically Friday, Jessica Jones on Netflix, Marvel's Jessica Jones. I will be reviewing all 13 episodes. Expect by Friday morning or Friday evening, my Jessica Jones reviews will be out. I am binge watching it, so by Friday night or Saturday morning, all Jessica Jones episodes will be reviewed on my channel. So make sure to stay tuned. They will be spoiler reviews. So subscribe if you're big or you're ready for Jessica Jones, and I will be reviewing all of them. It's I did it with Daredevil. I'm doing it with Jessica Jones. Are you ready? I'm ready. Here we go. Supergirl, Fight or Flight. Should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons and final score. Z Nation reviews coming up soon, within the next few days. Librarians next few days. A lot of other shows I haven't been reviewing will be reviewed during Thanksgiving break. Yeah, I know. Here we go. So Supergirl's doing an interview, and I love how she's kind of doing that Reeves type of, not Christopher Reeves type of sound, but she's kind of like, like she's kind of interviewing, and she's doing that, like, oh, well, Superman's my cousin, and like stop the presses, man, like it's a big news, man, they're cousins. So she ends up saying that, and it's breaking news and all that. And of course Kara, she's having sticky buns and everything, and with Alex, and ooh, you look at Jimmy Olsen like he's a sticky bun or something. Like, well, please, ladies, this is a kid show. That's kind of rude. So Reactron is the big villain, and he's a Superman villain, which is a good twist, man. Which I haven't read the comic. I haven't read Reactron style. I do have a few Superman comics actually, but Reactron, yeah, it's cool. He's like half-face burn, radiation, and he has his armor where it's like a power orb where it hits from his hand and everything. So it is kind of cool what he has. So Reactron attacks Supergirl when she's stopping this accident. There's this bus accident, and cars are flipping over. Well, they already flipped over, and they end up fighting. But the one thing I don't like, Supergirl saves the bus driver, and she's like, "Thank you." She's a girl, and she says, "Thank you." I don't know what the hell that was. Either way, she said weird. I was like, is she a Reactron? Is she gonna turn into a guy? Either way, Reactron attacks, and it's weird because the dialogue was so bad. First off, Reactron lands, and he's like, something like, "Hey, Supergirl, you're Superman's cousin. Who are you?" Like the dialogue was bad. I mean, it was just bad. I was like, what is this? What is this dialogue, man? It really was bad. That scene there was horrible. Now the action was cool. They rumbled a little bit, here over here, boom, he did some blast and all that. And I love how the people are just watching. They're kind of like, they're just watching the fight. And Reactron, he ends up flying away, and I'm like, Supergirl, go get him. Oh, he flies away. Huh. Get him. He's weak. Fucking throw him to the floor. What are you doing? Like, you're Supergirl. Do it. This seems like a job for Supergirl. So that happens, man. Reactron attacks Lord Technologies, where he ends up taking Maxwell Lord. There's a new room for Supergirl for the team. Wen or Glenn? It's the white guy of the group, man. It's Jeremy Jordan's character. He has a new lab, not a lab, but a room for them, where they could do all sneaky Supergirl stuff, man. So that's pretty cool. So, DEO is not going to go after Reactron because he is a human. He's not an alien. He does have man-made technology. It's not alien technology. So Wen finds out about Clark Kent. He's like, Clark Kent is Superman? Yeah. Clark Kent is Superman. Like, he's all excited and everything. It was a cool little reaction there. Max is helping Reactron because he has to or else he'd die. I like a Dr. Pepper. So, Reactron blames Superman for his wife's death, even though Superman saved him. So it's Supergirl versus Reactron, and she gets her ass kicked, dude. She gets beat up bad, but who saves the day? Superman. Superman comes in, and you get to see his cape, you get to see a little bit of his legs, and that's about it for Superman, man. So Superman saves her. Kara is mad at James because James ended up calling Superman to go save her. He ended up calling like a distress signal and saying, go help her. So they're at the party, and James calls Clark when he's scared. James says, I call him when I'm scared, when I need help, when I need advice. He calls Clark Kent. So anyway, Reactron crashes this party. It's Cat Grant's party for the magazine. And long story short, Supergirl defeats him. She uses bronze or lead or something, lead, and she melts it and puts it in her hand, and then she grabs the reactor and boom, and then he's basically powerless. So Jimmy is dating Lucy Lane. Lucy Lane is the little sister of Lois Lane, if I'm correct. And at the end, Supergirl is texting Clark Kent, her cousin, Superman. And I love how a lot of people say they don't like the texting, but if that's all we're going to get a Superman, if that's all they can do, I'm fine with it. Text him every week. But it's so weird, because he texts, "Hi. Hey, thanks for saving my life. No problem. Period." They always do periods at the end. I'm like, what are you guys? Are you adults, 40-year-olds, like a mom who doesn't know how to use Facebook? A period at the end of the sentence. Just, whoa, yo, what's up? Let's just do that. I mean, hi, period. Are you ending the conversation like that? Just period at the end? You didn't even start it? Anyway, if you guys do that, if you're older, I mean, that's okay. I mean, that's you. But he puts a smiley face. I'm like, oh my god, Clark, do you know how to a smiley face? This that boom boom smile, the equal sign smile. So weird. That's gross. Superman's weird. Anyway, never knew he uses emojis, little kisses and everything. They're all weird. So anyway, so is he married to Lois Lane in this universe, or is he dating her? I don't know. But either way, what did I think about Supergirl, guys? Let me give you my pros and cons. First off, the pros. The action in here was fun. It was entertaining. This is probably my favorite action out of the whole season so far. It's only been 3 episodes. But yeah, it was that basic hit and boom. But just the way Reactron, because I do like Reactron. I think he's my favorite villain so far. I like his look, I like his outfit, I like his effects, his boom, his shots and everything. So I was a little bit more entertained with the action in here. Reactron was cool. Maxwell Lord, a lot of people are like, he's an excellent Lex Luthor, man. Maxwell Lord's a bad person. He is. He's going to be a bad guy, but I do love the way that they're playing him off. I thought he was going to be very annoying. He's actually a very funny genius, which is cool, man. I really do like Maxwell Lord so far. I thought I wouldn't, but I actually do. I do enjoy the ending of how she's texting Clark Kent. I think that's really cool. I do love how they showed Superman. Not they only showed him, but they brought him in the show. That's cool. I mean, it's Superman, dude. We get Superman in the show and in the comics. I mean, in the comics too, and in the movie. So it's pretty. We're getting some good stuff here, guys. The effects in this episode. Now, a lot of people are saying the effects are bad. The effects in this show, they could be crappy at times. But fully, they're good. If you saw this week's Flash, which is a good episode, but if you saw this week's Flash, some effects in there are, no sir, no. The effects in this episode were better. I think the effects in here, for what they can do, because you think you can make a person flying look realistic every week on television? You can't. It's just, that's a lot of money they're putting into it already. So the effects in here are what they can do. And sometimes it bothers me, sometimes it doesn't. I think the effects for this episode were fine. The tease of Henshaw, because he has his red eyes and he's like, Alex. I like how he actually got a little bit more tease of that, how they're going to start seeing that in the next few weeks of him. The new lair, which is not a lair, but the new room where Wen and James and all them could go and they could look up the Supergirl's new room, the Supergirl cave, not the cave, but the room. You know what I mean? Like they have a place where they could go. Which Arrow has an Arrow cave. Flash has the building wherever they're at, the particle accelerator. They have that place, and Gotham they have the GCPD to go talk to. So you know what I mean? They have their areas. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has their Quinjet. They have other places to go to, and James Olsen. He is kind of getting annoying sometimes, James Olsen, but I do like how he was honest with Kara this episode and how he is scared and he stood up for himself and she was like, get out, and he said, you know what, Kara, I believe in you and all that. You know what I mean? Like, I do like all those motivational speeches things, and I think he played it very well. The only cons I could really say about this is some of the dialogue in this episode, like 70% of the time the dialogue just wasn't that good. I mean, it was pretty bad dialogue, I feel. And yes, it's supposed to be cheesy, it's a kid show too and everything, but it was kind of bad dialogue. Jesus Christ. I mean, wow. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. The whole love stuff, the Lucy Lane and the triangle, don't do that. I don't, does every single show have to have a love triangle or a love interest? Supergirl doesn't need a boyfriend. She doesn't. You don't need no love in this show. You don't need no propaganda of love. I don't want to see no love interest. So I don't like this whole lovey-dovey thing. I'm like, okay, I guess Kara and James, but not the Lucy Lane. Why are you bringing her on? Why? There's no... You don't have to. And also, some of the acting in here as well, some of the acting just wasn't up to par, I guess I should say. Like Supergirl and Reaction. Now, I'm not saying Supergirl, Melissa Benoist, she's fine. She's fine as an actress. But just the way, like, again, the dialogue and the way that they portray it sometimes just doesn't work. And you're kind of like, really? I mean, Stephen Amell could do a better job than this. What are you doing? So, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of annoying at times. But other than that, I am going to give this episode of Supergirl, Season 1, Episode 3, Fight or Flight, a B+. It is a really good episode. It is my most favorite episode of the season so far. Very entertaining. The reason I'm giving it a B+ is because it was very entertaining, kept me on my toes. The action was all fun. It actually was fighting funniness with the Supergirl team. And then Cat Grant wasn't that annoying this episode. You're kind of getting used to her now. So you're kind of getting used to her. So thanks again for watching, guys. I hope all of you enjoyed. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about Supergirl. And I'll be seeing you next week for more. Don't forget, I do Gotham, Flash, Arrow, Z Nation, The Walking Dead. Into the Badlands is tonight, guys. So make sure I will be reviewing Into the Badlands. And don't forget, Friday, I will be reviewing all of Jessica Jones. I'll see you then. May the Spock be with you always.